I think she does it a bit more enthusiastic than that. Don't be a negative Nancy. Do you know what I mean? Hi, hello. It is now time for our June TBR, and I'm so excited because we get to pick some more out of the TBR prompt jar. I also have a stack here that I'm already adding to TBR. I only had 2 books left over from last month's TBR that I didn't get to, which I think is not bad going, really. I have got out a big chunk from the library. We'll start there. I'm excited. Are you excited? As you can tell, I'm very excited. This is probably my most favourite video to make. It just feels like a fresh start, you know, you're starting with a clean slate. And I didn't think I was actually that much of a TBR kind of person. I always thought I was a bit of a mood reader, but I'm a bit late in the month putting this up. And do you know what? I haven't finished 1 book yet. So I obviously need it. You guys are helping me by making this video. It's encouraging me to read more. So thanks for that. And also, if you want to help me out even more, then I'd love it if you could like this video and subscribe. I'd love to have you over here. Let's get on to the library books, shall we? Oh, actually, before I do the library books, there's a book that I'm so excited to talk to you about because it was a pre-order and it came through the other day, and that is Ling Ling Kwang's new book, Immaculate Conception. I did not realise this would be coming in paperback. Did I miss the hardback release? I'm not mad about it because I don't actually really like hardback. Well, I like the look of them, but I don't like reading from them. And this has come in paperback and I'm so happy about it. Ling Ling Kwang is also the author of Natural Beauty, which I read last year or earlier in the year. Loved it. Gave it like a 4.75 star. It's like a social commentary horror that examines racism, privilege, the beauty industry. This one has the tagline of, "There's a fine line between love and possession. Enka meets Mathilde in an art school and is instantly drawn to her. The two strike up a tight friendship, and Enka is the only one to understand the depths of Mathilde's pain and how it inspires her to become a once in a generation talent. As Mathilde's success creates distance between them, Enka becomes desperate to keep her close. So when Enka has the opportunity to use the experimental cutting-edge technology that would allow her to inhibit Mathilde's mind across her traumatic memories and glimpse the source of her creativity, she limps? I think she does it a bit more enthusiastic than that. She leaps at the chance they will become indelibly linked and utterly reliant on each other. Ooh, that sounds so good. This one is the first book that's going on June's TBR. If you've already read this, let me know what you think in the comments, please. On to the library books. So I'm thinking these books here, I'm going to make some content around them. As you know, well, you may already know that I love short horror or short literary fiction books. I just think they pack a punch, and there's something so satisfying about being able to sit down, become fully immersed in a story and finish it in one sitting. Just gives me that sense of accomplishment that I really need in life. I got Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. All of these books are less than 200 pages, by the way, the ones that I got from the library. This one's 123 pages, a gripping mystery surrounding a group of misfits who meet in the local cemetery each night. I also got out The Factory, which I think is like a weird Japanese literary fiction about the workplace. I'll let you know what it's about when I've read it. I also got another one from that same author called The Hole, and this one says that it's about a woman who finds a hole in the earth, goes in it, and then finds, I don't know, like another world, and then finds herself. Who knows? But both of those books are actually, I think, even less than 100 pages. How long is this one? This one's translated by David Boyd. Oh, and so's this one. They look like they're part of a series, don't they? Yeah, 92 pages this one is. And The Factory's 116. So they are going on the TBR. I also got out The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Lavelle. I literally know nothing about it. Apparently it's supposed to be a rewriting or reimagining, should I say, of a H.P. Lovecraft classic. I have never read anything from H.P. Lovecraft. Isn't that author quite problematic? I don't know. I think they write horror. This one is supposed to be as creepy as it is thought-provoking. I think there's like a sorceress and magic and all that kind of stuff all wrapped up in a horror. So I hear really great things about this. And this one is 100... Nope, that's a letter from the author. This one's... Oh, I've got hair in my lip. This one is 147. Less than 150 pages. And my final library book is Crypt of the Moon Spider by Nathan Ballingrud. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this is about people with mental illness being sent to the moon to have poisonous spider venom injected into their brain. I might have actually just made that up completely, but for some reason that is what I think the plot is. And if it's not, then I'm just going to be really sorely disappointed, aren't I? The two books that were left over from last month is Severance by Ling Ma, which is, I think, like a quiet dystopian. So it says, with a small group of survivors, she hopes to start society anew, but Candice is carrying a secret should she escape from her rescuers. Severance is a moving family story, a sharp satire and heartfelt tribute to the connections that drive us to do more than survive. I think that sounds fabulous. I really don't like this cover, but I really didn't want to pay over £20 for the cover that I love. Maybe if I love it, maybe I will. Probably not. But the US cover, which I'll put on the screen, is the pink one, and I love that cover. Why do the UK publishers mug us off so much? Do you know what I mean? And the final book that was left over from last month was The Blue Book of Nebo by Manan Stefan Ross. This again is a quiet dystopian. Obviously wasn't really in a dystopian mood last month. It is a YA dystopian, but it's supposed to be so impactful and thought-provoking. The world has essentially ended. The electricity went off and the normal 21st century world disappeared, and it's a mother and a son who are surviving in an isolated hilltop house in North Wales. And I think this is both of their diary entries about how they're coping with this newfound world and how they're perceiving each other as coping. And this one's only a short one as well. How many pages is this? 150 pages. I love a short book. I have probably got about 20 that I can recommend to you with my chest. But obviously I want to add some more, and I'm going to make a video with all of my recommended short horror / fiction that have been tried and tested for all of you short book lovers like me. How many books have we got on the TBR now? So we've got Immaculate Conception 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8. What do you think? How many do you think we should get out? Maybe 2? 2 or 3? Let's see how much fun we have, shall we? I've got to remember the small bits of paper. I do this every month, don't I? I need to take the big bits out. Well, the big bits are my 25 and 25, which I don't want to talk about. No, to be fair, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, what can I count? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13! And we're halfway through the year. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. Don't know what I'm so worried about. Book with your favourite colour on the cover. What is my favourite colour? I don't really have a favourite colour. Black? No. I'm going to say green. Let's have a look then. Oh, I have got some showing. So, green cover that was on my priority TBR shelf, which, to be honest, it's not even really my priority TBR shelf. Look, I keep looking at it. Let me actually show you. There you go. So that is what I'm calling my priority TBR shelf. All the ones behind me I have read, and the bookcase upstairs, do you know what, is mainly fantasy. So I feel like a big book haul is due. And also, I wish that the shelving function and filtering function in Goodreads, with all the graphs and stats from Storygraph on Fable's interface, would be the dream reading tracker. That's just me, you know. But anyway, so what I really want to do is actually properly track all my books. Everything on my TBR, I would actually like to scan it all in and have it on a physically owned shelf. And then that way, I'll be able to see stats about the books, like the least amount of ratings or the highest rated or the lowest rated. So I think I am going to do that. Just go through and have a big overhaul of my Goodreads. Let me know if you actually want me to make content around that, because I would be happy to do so, and it might actually push me into doing it. If not, then I'll just do it. You can just enjoy the results from me being able to choose from a more curated list. Oh my god, we went completely off tangent. My favourite colour is green, and this is the book that I chose for that. It's another Frederick Backman. I know that I'm going to enjoy his books, but I also know I need to be emotionally prepared, because they are so, let me move over a little bit, they are so beautiful and so deep. You really do feel for the characters and get to know them. So this one seems like it might be a female version of A Man Called Ooh. So this is about Britt Marie. It says she's a fussy, passive-aggressive busybody, but inside her is a woman with bigger dreams and a warmer heart than anyone around her imagines. She finds herself alone for the first time in decades and realises she spent her life making choices for the sake of other people. Is it too late for her to change? And in a small town of big-hearted misfits, can Brit Marie find a place where she truly belongs? Sounds like it's really going to be a finding yourself kind of book. The books that I'm currently reading, guys, I picked up Tampa from the library. They had this in the library. I mean, I love it. Look at... See, on the US cover, that is pink and on the front, but the UK have gone a little bit more conservative with just a button. I think I might DNF this. I'm probably about 20, no, I don't know how far I am into it. So 30% through, and being in this woman's head is absolutely despicable. She is basically a predator, and she takes a job at a secondary school to be a predator. If you get my drift, I don't know how much I can actually say on here, but she is unrepentant and monstrous. It is said to be wildly subversive, gleefully gross, and splendidly dirty. I don't know if that description is quite right, but it's also said to be a brilliant commentary on sex and society. I don't know. If you've read it, let me know. Shall I carry on? It is giving me a bad taste in my mouth. Perhaps I need to just do it in smaller chunks. Also, I'm reading this via audio, which I don't know is the best move. I have also started via audio The Centre by Aisha Manazir Siddiqui. So far, so good. It's this like top secret centre. You can't tell anyone about it. You have to go through all this screening. It's all very bizarre, all very hush hush, but you can literally learn a new language fluently in 10 days. She's just been accepted to go to the centre. I like the narrative voice. It's kind of darkly comical satire. I'm excited to see where it goes, because sometimes with that kind of premise I can be a little bit let down because my imagination runs away with me, and then what actually transpires leaves me feeling a little bit disappointed. So hopefully that's not the case with this one. Don't be a negative Nancy, Natalie. You haven't even finished it yet. I finally, look at the state of this cover, but I finally started Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. I don't know what the hell happened to this cover. I think it's my cat. Look, it looks like it's got teeth marks in it. As I say, I'm not normally a hardback girl, but I had to get the hardback for this. I've had this for years, by the way. I mean, look at this hardcover. It's absolutely stunning. And the end pages are so cute. I have literally just started this. Like, I mean, literally just picked it up. So I'm only about 10 pages in, and it's following a guy, a animal, I don't know. They are basically documenting things. There's some kind of scientist that's going on inside this house, which is actually like another world. I'm not really sure. I have heard just to go into this not knowing anything. So that's exactly what I've done, but I'm getting good vibes, and I'm looking forward to finishing it and finding out what it's all about, you know? How exciting. We've actually picked out 12 for June's TBR. Hopefully these will all be consumed. So anyway, a quick recap. Ling Ling Huang's new release, Immaculate Conception. Very excited for that. A literary horror that is, what is the word I'm looking for? Speculative. Susanna Clarke's Piranesi, which is fantasy. The Centre. Aisha Manazir Siddiqui, which is like a literary horror, I think. Tampa, horror, literary fiction. Brit Marie Was Here, which is a Frederick Backman literary fiction. Got the Blue Book of Neat. I need to put these down. Hang on. I've done body pump this morning, and my arms feel like they're about to fall off. Severance, quite literary dystopian. Crypt of the Moon Spider, horror, fantasy horror, sci-fi horror. I don't know. The Ballad of Black Tom, horror. The Factory and the Hole, short literary fiction. And ML Rio's Graveyard Shift, mystery, thriller, fantasy. Who knows? I'll let you know when I find out. That's June's TBR. What do you think? Are there any of those books that you've read and loved? Let me know. What book are you most excited about to read in June? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing about all the books you've read and enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you over here. But until the next one, I'll see you again in another one soon. Bye.